What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in your diary?
What's in your?
Hey, it's Ty.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mike.
And welcome to another episode of the It's Not Your Diary podcast.
So, guys, we love what we're doing, and we believe that God definitely is working through us. And as we're on this walk towards generational healing, we'd love for you to walk with us. So if these episodes are helping you out in any which way, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and go ahead and share.
Thanks, guys. We hope you enjoy this episode. Welcome back to season 3 of the It's Not Your Diary podcast. I'm your host, Ty, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, people? It's Michael. Welcome back.
So I know it's a lot going on right now, but we just wanted to come on here for all our new listeners to kind of give y'all a rundown about what this podcast is about and a little bit about who we are, and just so our new listeners can kind of get to know us before the new season starts. And we have a new release date. So my name is Ty, short for Tyra. I started this podcast after God led me to start it back in August. I ended up posting it on Twitter that I started a podcast, but I hadn't told anybody. So then Mike ended up reaching out to me. I asked for some constructive feedback, and he gave me a bunch of information. And that is a little bit about how we got back connected, because we went to grammar school and high school together. So that's a little bit about how we got back connected, a little bit just about my personal story. Mike, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the people?
Sure, yeah. Gladly. So, hey, everybody. As Tyra said, and I already introduced myself, my name is Mike. And, yeah, that's me.
So I wanted to come on here to introduce myself a little more. And for our previous listeners that have been here since day one, I want y'all to know a new update. I did get married this year, so that's new. I do have a son. A lot of where the podcast came from has a lot to do with him being in the hospital for 2 months and me going through like major postpartum depression, and that just being a super traumatic experience to me completely losing my faith in the hospital and coming full circle that I'm in a completely different place. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me and how the podcast kind of got started. But the main reason for why I wanted to start this was basically to bring generational healing. When I started to look back over my life, I was just thinking like, wow, it's crazy. I really wonder what my grandma went through, or what, my mom went through when she was younger. But there's no, all it is memories. And sometimes we don't always get to have those tough conversations with our families. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be a cool idea to start something where we are going through our own healing process and then pass that down to our kids, and then they pass theirs down and mine down to their kids. So now they have their own roadmap, and now everything that I've learned, I'm passing down. So yeah, that's a little bit about how we got started. And I just want y'all to know that this podcast is really supposed to be for people who have found themselves just in a tough spot in life and don't know which way to turn. So it's not limited to just women or just men or just minorities or anything like that. We definitely want to embrace everybody and spread love and faith. And we want to say that we're not perfect. We're all on this journey together, and no matter what, we always want to be able to uplift, and we're never trying to put anybody down and trying to make anybody feel bad. And yeah, and some of the topics that we might talk about might even be triggering or make certain thoughts come up, and you might feel a little uneasy some episodes, but that's okay. Pause. If you can't handle it, come back. But really, we want to address all those things. If you do feel like something is a little triggering or you feel a certain way, it's like, write it down. That's what it's here for. It's not our own diaries and journals. Like, this is going to help our kids and their kids. And the more transparent we are with what we're going through and what triggers us and what we're dealing with, the better chance our families and our generations to come will be.
Beautifully said. Beautiful. Yes.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, for sure. So a little bit about my journey that led up to this exact moment in time. I started my faith journey when I was 19, and I was actually on the road to become a pastor. So I was like in the church. I was pursuing ministry for full time for 5 years. Then it got to a point where I had experienced a setback at age 24. Then for 2 years, kind of, went away from the church. I don't want to say I abandoned my faith because I still believed in God. I know He is my true source. But I would say I wasn't practicing my spiritual disciplines. I wasn't implementing those outside of ministry. So as I was pursuing a different career, the disciplines were harder to keep up. So then I'm in Hyde Park on Twitter, and bam, that's when Tyra drops this podcast. And praise God, Tyra has been encouraging me since season 1, episode 1. So if you haven't listened to season 1, I would encourage you all to start over episode 1, just like everybody takes the time to watch season 1 of Ozark to get to season 3 of Ozark. Check out season 1. She definitely has great words of encouragement and great insight. But anyway, I digress on that. But yeah, so like she said, we knew each other since grammar school, high school, and her husband actually put us together. He actually had the idea that we should podcast together and be co-hosts.
I forgot about
shout
him.
out to
I forgot about him saying that.
Shout out to TJ. What up, bro? He gets a percentage.
Absolutely not. This is the Lord's money.
Amen. But so then, after that, it's kind of like iron sharpens iron, and Tyra definitely had helped ignite a flame within me to help me get back grounded in my faith. And yeah, now we're here, and we're just so excited. And like she said, like, we're all on this journey together, and we're not perfect, but we all have certain gifts that help out one another. And we're here to help you guys. And we just hope that you guys can also help us, not just by liking and sharing, but leaving a comment, helping us grow, helping us learn. We love to be encouraged. We love to know, how we can better ourselves to make this podcast an avenue for everybody, to be able to grow and heal, and for, generations to come. That's, like she said, we're here to make not just a difference in our lives, but the lives of so many others, people that we don't even know. So we really believe that God's got us with this one, and we're just so excited for this season and the seasons to come.
Yes, so y'all better get your seatbelts on, because this is gonna be a good one. We hope y'all enjoy, but don't forget, I want y'all to share this 3 different times. Share it with one friend, one family member, and in one group chat that you have. Alrighty. We will talk to y'all on the first episode. Stay tuned. Bye.